Guys, and in today's video we're going to be continuing why Doors versus Poppy Playtime is not even close. Now, I'm sorry for not uploading in a month because I didn't really want to make a part 2 as my scaling from the previous video just proves why it's not close. But I wanted to elaborate on some things I didn't mention because, well, I'm still time restricted until I get verified, which it's gonna happen. Who knows when it's gonna happen? But basically, uh, I just wanted to first of all recalculate the feat of Seek's existence and where it scales. This, by the way, is gonna be like a lower end calculation, but not really that much of a lower end calculation. And this is potential energy instead of using force and then converting it into energy. Now this is how much potential energy Seek generates in terms of his just existence, which, dang bro, my battery level is low. Anyways, if you divide it for the tons of TNT, you will get a building level calculation. It will just be building level. And his attacks, divided by 12 due to size, would just barely reach into the small building level ranges of attack potency. So yeah, the larger Seek gloves have small building level AP, and Seek would just be able to use this and, attack the playtime characters like this. Now, you probably have seen a video of Figure killing Dupe, but if you haven't, then here it is. As you can see here, Figure just straight up kills Dupe. Hold up. Just hold up a minute. Yeah, he kills Dupe. Now, the reason why that's an impressive feat is because sorry for Daddy, because bro, the thing is kind of jammed. Basically, the reason why that's an impressive feat is because Dupe already can deal damage to the player who can take a wall plus will fall. So you can just get Figure deeper into small building level off of this. So you can just straight up say Figure is way deeper into small building level than a lot of Poppy Playtime characters, which would mean he beats a lot of the verse. Now, the prep time arguments for the prototype being multi-city block. Okay, but I can argue Seek to be multi-city block via scaling to Queen Grumble. So pretty much Poppy Playtime doesn't have a chance. Now what about the player from Doors? Well, he also has an impressive feat, and I'm gonna show it. Look at this. The player, he just basically kicks down a metal door into kicks, which normally is a small building level feat. Dude, what is up with these ads? Basically, that's a small building level feat. Sorry about the ads. It's just that's what happens when you don't have premium. So yeah, basically, yeah, that would just straight up be yeah. It's small building level feat because normally this is a small building level feat. Even if you lowball, that's wall plus. And we know in context that the best feat the Poppy Playtime character can perform is literally destroying a metal bar with the grab pack hands, which is a wall level feat, or just ripping off human heads, which would really just be wall level. So even the doors protagonist can be small building level. And now this doesn't have inconsistencies as ranked mode is not canon, so theoretically it doesn't mean that they're not street level. You can still have small building level AP and it will still be consistent in verse. So yeah, there's just more consistency for small building level Figure who beats Poppy Playtime, and even the player by that could beat Huggy Wuggy, which would be pretty hilarious. But in context, the player would just die to Huggy Wuggy. But considering he can use weapons like the crucifix, which I don't know if that counts as outside help because technically guiding light creates the crucifix. But I guess the player can solo Poppy Playtime if he has his weapons. So yeah, even the Doors player solos Poppy Playtime, which is pretty funny. Yeah, but like still, I don't think this really should be debated. Like, not only does Doors solo Puppy Playtime, they can solo them on a dimensional level. As we have characters like Guiding Light who can straight up just create space time, and Mischievous Light can neutralize Guiding Light with like minimal power. Not to get into the logistics of Glitch transcending the Doors cosmology by interacting with the viewer who was viewing the Doors trailer, and he interacted with him, meaning at the very minimum he transcended the cosmology, making him a fifth dimensional. And we know that like Guiding Light, or at least Mischievous Light, scales to that, making him 5D. Or I can just straight up argue that they're just like multiversal plus due to scaling infinitely above the crucifix, which you can scale to 4D, which, at the very minimum, Guiding Light is like a 4D or universal plus. So yeah, Poppy Playtime gets soloed by Doors. In terms of speed, I would say Poppy Playtime has the advantage in consistency, because they consistently have subsonic speed feats. Doors characters consistently have supersonic speed feats, but don't really have like the consistencies of that. Although they do have higher end feats, because she can blitz Queen Grumble, which is subsonic plus, because she can move at superhuman speeds. So pretty much, yeah. You can argue they have like higher combat speed, but Poppy Playtime overall has just higher speed. But that doesn't really matter, as whenever your opponent just freaking is like fourth dimensional and you're still 3-dimensional, like, what can you do? Even if you're faster than it, which by the way, Guiding Light just has infinite speed by being 4-dimensional, but if we're talking about sequel, the guys who can actually calculate it, then pretty much, yeah, it still doesn't matter. They solo the verse. Even the player with weapons can solo the verse, but that's emphasis on with weapons, so yeah. And I think that's going to be the entire video. Next video is going to be a versus battle. When it will come out, I'm not sure. But it is going to be a versus battle, a interesting versus battle. And yeah, I think that's all of it. And remember, Doors beats Poppy Playtime. And if anybody tries to say that Poppy Playtime stands against Doors, just say to them that Seek's existence is building level and just beats it. And that, they have freaking characters who can play space time. Goodbye!